one YouTube video to destroy a 300 crore propaganda film. Today, no ISI official would make that statement. Their preference for Rahul Gandhi, they were ready, Durgatri. It was you who wasn't. December 20 of 2025, a man with 26 million subscribers posted this. It takes one YouTube video to destroy a 300 crore propaganda film. And I guarantee you, the meltdown after this video will be so bad. They are not ready for this releasing tonight. This was the post. 10.1 million people saw this tweet. He was right about one thing, there was a meltdown, but it wasn't the film's. It was his own comment section. 4,000 comments deleted. It was his own subscribers saying India's biggest enemy is an Indian. Pakistan comes second only. And the film he called 300 crore propaganda is 1,000 crore. Today, we are not just analyzing Dhruv's video. Today, we hold a big mirror to that tweet. Let's begin. This pattern is not at all a pattern, it is a coincidence. Exactly 1 week after release, right on schedule, Dhruv Rathi drops this video calling it propaganda. Now here is what you need to understand. This is not new. When Dhurandhar Part 1 released, the exact same thing happened. 1 week after release, Rathi made a video, called it propaganda and the film closed 1,300 crore. His own audience spotted this pattern immediately. I'll show you some of them, you can refer this. After this, the interesting part is this. His comment section was limited, which means only his subscribers and members can comment on it. Still, the most devastating comment I saw was, once a legend said, if you don't like the movie, don't watch it, make your own. Now that very legend is, I can't tell if he is a legend or a donkey. And finally, I was waiting for this video only to read comments, not to watch the video, and n number of comments like this. Literally, I have never seen any YouTuber this large roasted this badly by his own audience. And then delete the evidence. Let's see the deletion and who stayed. The two screenshots I'm showing here, the same video, different times, more views in the second one, but 4,000 fewer comments. He did the exact same thing after his first Dhurandhar video. And do you know who is left in the comment section after the deletion? Comments like love and respect from Pakistan, honest and clear journalism, intellectual and brave Dhruv Rathi. The Indian subscribers who questioned him, gone. The Pakistani fans who praised him, still there. This is the comment section he chose to keep. Okay, before we judge, let's check his own record. He called Aditya Dhar a propaganda filmmaker. But his own record shows he uploaded propaganda documentaries for his own political side. Told his subscribers to make popcorn, share the video and ensure the public gives a strong reply. Those documentaries were so influential so that Arvind Kejriwal's party watched them in their office to craft political strategy. Despite all of this, his party was completely wiped out in Delhi.
Khatam. Bye bye. Tata. Goodbye. Gaya.
And in his own Dhurandhar 1 video, he called Aditya Dhar a BJP sycophant. He came back on camera and apologized for that. A man who made propaganda documentaries for his political side, whose influence couldn't save the party he supported, is now calling a filmmaker who crossed 1,300 crore a propaganda artist. 3 arguments, 3 reels, 3 records. Let's go. Argument number 1. Showing a Sikh burned alive is problematic. His argument, the point is not whether such incidents actually happen in Pakistan or not. Read that again. In 2025, a fact checker is arguing it does not matter whether something is true. This is like someone making a mess in your bathroom at a party and when confronted say, that's not the point. The point is your bathroom is decor. He cannot say it's true because if he says it's true, the ideology he opposes gets validated. So he chose to protect the narrative over the documented suffering of Sikhs. One Sikh YouTuber said, when you showed the Sikh sample and said it's not the point, that is exactly what a Pakistani would say. You care more about Muslims than Sikhs. This statement is proved. What is a Sikh for you in your Pakistan agenda? Nothing. Now the record. Conservative estimates 7 million Sikhs and Hindus displaced from Pakistan since its creation. A 2025 HRCP linked report recurring mob violence, temple destruction, forced conversion, a documented pattern, not a film seal, a documented pattern. Nankana Sahib, the birthplace of Guru Nanak, a historic Gurdwara attacked by a mob with one goal: forcibly remove the Sikhs.
Question is, does it make a case for the CAA? An angry mob in Pakistan pelting stones at the Nankana Sahib Gurudwara. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this.
70% of 30,000 Sikhs killed since 2013. That is not a screenplay, that is ethnic cleansing. Documented. Hate speech against minorities. Institutionalized in Pakistani school curriculum. The Sam Khan Say Chuda slogan, rooted in extremist organization, violence over blasphemy is not an exception in Pakistan. It is norm. And this ideology crossed Pakistan's borders. All in India. Then it reached Bangladesh, where Dibu Chandra Das was publicly executed. The scene in the film is real. The data proves it is real, but for Dhruv Rathore, it's from the point. When you call out a true, a lie, because that truth is politically inconvenient, you don't become a fact checker, you become the propagandist. Argument number 2. The disclaimer proves it's fakes. The second argument. Dhurandhar has a disclaimer, so the events are fictional, so it's propaganda. Except in Rathore's own video of Jawan, he said more than half the incidents shown in this film are inspired by real life. Jawan also had a disclaimer. No problem then. But Dhurandhar, suddenly the disclaimer is a smoking gun. The rule didn't change, the film's political alignment changed. And that tells you everything about how he evaluates disclaimers.
कैसी लगी मेरी इमेजिनरी फिल्म दोस्तों? आप में से कुछ लोग कहोगे ये किस प्रकार का बेहुदा सड़ा हुआ प्रोपेगेंडा है?
Argument number 3. Dawood praising Modi is propaganda. Third argument. In Dhurandhar, the Dawood Ibrahim character praises Modi. Rathore says this is designed to make Indians believe Pakistan hates Modi. The record. Shafit Afridi publicly on camera called Rahul Gandhi a person with positive mindset and someone who supports dialogue, not an anonymous source, not a leaked document. The former captain of the Pakistan cricket team publicly on record. Pakistani politicians have publicly stated on camera on news channels that they would prefer Rahul Gandhi as India's Prime Minister. PM Modi himself acknowledged on record that Pakistani leaders are praying for Congress.
पाकिस्तान को लव लेटर भेजती थी, लव लेटर.
This is not a script. This is news footage. Pakistanis know a weak leader serves their agenda better than a strong nationalist who understands what Pakistan actually wants, who is to bleed India with 1,000 cuts. Then Rathore cited a 2018 statement by former ISI Chief Lieutenant General Azad Durrani, who once said ISI preferred Modi because his hardline approach would ruin India from within. Here is what happened between 2018 and today. Surgical strikes, abrogation of Article 370, Operation Sindoor, unknown operatives creating systemic disruption inside Pakistani's terrorist infrastructure. Today, no ISI official would make that statement. Their preference for Rahul Gandhi is not a film skills, it is their foreign policy. Argument number 4, demonetization was a small thing. Fourth argument, the film shows demonetization disrupting Pakistan-backed terrorism. They calls it a small thing for a small problem like burning a house to catch a mouse. But let's see the record. Since 2006, intelligence agencies documented Pakistan systematically circulating counterfeit Indian currency. The fake notes, so sophisticated, even trained personnel struggled to identify them. This money funded terrorism inside India. The Congress government in 2011 was informed of security flaws in the existing currency. They chose not to withdraw the notes. Result, 400% increase in counterfeit currency circulation the following year. Then, November 2016, demonetization. ISI's entire fake note pipeline, printing, stocking, smuggling, rendered worthless overnight. Hawala channels from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal and Dubai into Jammu and Kashmir disrupted. Pakistan-backed militants enter operational cash stockpile in J&K, Northeast India, left-wing extremism areas stored in demonetized notes, became useless in 24 hours. Stone pelting in Kashmir happening daily, completely stopped after demonetization. Javed Khanani, the man running Pakistani's counterfeit currency operation, could no longer function. He is no longer alive to talk about it. But for Rati, this was burning the house to catch a mouse. When you call the disruption of a Pakistan-run terror funding pipeline a small thing, whose side of the story you are actually telling? See, I just want this to come as a final verdict. He tweeted, "It just takes one YouTube video to destroy a 300 crore propaganda film," which I said in the first of this video. But the record says every scene has documented real-world evidence. The reel said the disclaimer proves deception. The record says he used a different standards for Jawan. And then the reel said David praising Modi is fabricated. But the record said Pakistani politicians said this publicity on camera. The reel said demonetization was a small thing, but the record says it disrupted a 400 crore fake currency pipeline funding terrorism. The reel again said Sikh prosecution scene is not the point. The record says 7 million displaced. Nankana Sahib attack, 70% of Sikhs in PNK killed since 2013. And when 4,000 of his own subscribers asked him to explain these contradictions, he just deleted their questions. He tweeted they are not ready for this. He was right. Duranda Part 1, 1,300 crore. Duranda Part 2, 1,000 crore and climbing. His own audience is saying this video or his video will push it to 2,000 crore. They were ready, Dhruv. It was you who wasn't. The most dangerous kind of media manipulation is not the kind that looks obviously false. It is the kind that wears the mask of journalism while deleting the questions it cannot answer. You don't need to be aligned with any party to see that clearly. You just need to look at the record. He said they weren't ready. The truth is, they were ready, but not a version rewritten to fit a narrative. I'm Chandni, and this is the Unmasked Indian. Stay subscribed.